Today, let's talk about Jerry West, the man behind the NBA logo. As a player, Jerry West was undoubtedly a superstar. But if judged by top 10 in history standards, he falls just a bit short. In rankings by mainstream media like ESPN, West usually appears in the 11th to 15th positions. The reason isn't hard to understand. Despite never missing an All-Star game in his 14-year career, and winning both the scoring and assist titles, as well as being selected to the All-NBA First Team 10 times, West never won the MVP award. He has only one championship. This results in a few crucial honors missing from his career. So, when discussing his achievements as a player, the word regret often surrounds West. For instance, he finished second in MVP voting 4 times, but never won his own MVP. Or he reached the NBA Finals 9 times in his career, but only won once. A couple more championships would have solidified his place in the top 10. Thankfully, West found a way to fill the void. After retiring in 1974, West turned to coaching. In 1976, he took over as the Lakers head coach. Unfortunately, in those 3 years, the Lakers' performance was only mediocre under his coaching, especially in the playoffs. They won only 8 games in 3 years. Realizing he didn't have coaching talent, West stepped down and became a scout for 2 years. Looking back, West's brief experiences as a coach and scout, rarely mentioned now, definitely contributed to his later success. At least in terms of player evaluation, West had gained a good foundation. In the 1982-83 season, West became the Lakers' general manager. At that time, the Lakers already had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Magic Johnson as superstars, and All-Star Wilkes and number 1 pick James Worthy. The roster wasn't bad. And with Jerry West's sharp moves, such as the 1983 trade for future championship corps member Byron Scott, the Lakers were highly competitive throughout the 80s, winning championships in 1985, 1987, and 1988, becoming the second team in history after the Celtics to win consecutive championships. However, in 1991, Magic Johnson was diagnosed with HIV, and the Lakers' dream era came to an abrupt end, falling from the ranks of strong teams. For 3 consecutive years, the Lakers went 43-39 and 33 wins, and in 1994 they missed the playoffs. That same year, James Worthy retired as well. This was the first low point for the Lakers during West's tenure. Fortunately, the low point didn't last long, thanks to West. In the early 90s, under West's leadership, the management selected quality players with low draft picks. Notably, in 1989 they picked Vlade Divac with the 26th pick, Nick Van Exel in the 2nd round, 10th pick, in 1993, and Eddie Jones with the 10th pick in 1994. These 3 all became All-Stars, with Divac also making it to the Hall of Fame. Additionally, the Lakers traded for Cedric Ceballos in 1994, a trade not frequently mentioned, but in the 1994-95 season, Ceballos helped the Lakers return to playoff contention, improving from 33 wins to 48, reaching the 2nd round of the playoffs. This earned Jerry West his first NBA Executive of the Year award. The following 1995-96 season, the Lakers went 53-29, with Ceballos, Divac, Van Exel, and Jones as core players. Notably, that season, Magic Johnson made a brief comeback, which didn't help much, as the Lakers exited in the 1st round. Post-Magic's retirement, the Lakers were no longer title contenders. Jerry West's efforts were to keep the team competitive, while selecting talented players where possible, and West did an excellent job. His Executive of the Year award was the proof. Yet, this alone wasn't enough to bring another championship to the Lakers. This is where West's journey as a top executive only begins. In the summer of 1996, West made 2 groundbreaking moves. First, he traded starting center Divac to the Hornets for the 13th pick, drafting 17-year-old high schooler Kobe Bryant. This trade is now considered one of the most successful in Lakers history. But back then, drafting a high schooler was highly risky, even though Kevin Garnett's success the previous year encouraged it. That same summer, West outbid the Knicks and other teams to successfully sign Shaquille O'Neal. West's efforts to sign O'Neal were meticulous. The Lakers initially offered a 7-year, $95 million contract, which O'Neal was prepared to accept. But then West traded Lynch and Peeler, raising the offer to $120 million over 7 years, which O'Neal joyfully accepted. In 1999, O'Neal remarked, "Jerry West was the reason I joined the Lakers. Signing O'Neal and trading for Kobe brought the Lakers back into title contention. We know the rest." The Shaq-Kobe duo led the Lakers to a three-peat, becoming the third team in history after the Celtics and Bulls to achieve this feat. After helping the Lakers reach the pinnacle again, West made another surprising move. In 2002, after the Lakers three-peat, West left the team, joining the Memphis Grizzlies. At that time, the Grizzlies had just moved to Memphis, winning only 23 games the previous year. Within 2 years, West turned the team around. In the 2003 to 2004 season, the Grizzlies went 50-32, earning West his second NBA Executive of the Year award. The Grizzlies made the playoffs for 3 consecutive years, though they exited in the first round each time. This was their first taste of success since their founding. Unfortunately, in the 2006 to 2007 season, Pau Gasol's injury saw the Grizzlies plummet to 22 wins. West, at 69, decided to step down at the end of the season. 2 things you should know here. First, West was the one who chose Kyle Lowry for the Grizzlies, proving his eye for talent once again. Second, when the Lakers and Grizzlies traded for Pau Gasol, West was no longer the Grizzlies' GM, though his influence and connections likely facilitated the deal. In 2011, West returned as a consultant for the Golden State Warriors. During his time with the Warriors, West made 3 dynasty-defining decisions. First, in his first season, he promoted Steph Curry and traded Monta Ellis. At that time, Curry was seen as an injury-prone player, while Ellis was a fan favorite in Golden State. The trade made fans furious. However, Curry later became the cornerstone of the Warriors. Second, he strongly opposed trading Klay Thompson for Kevin Love. After a first-round exit in 2014, the Warriors considered trading Thompson for Timberwolves All-Star Kevin Love. West vehemently opposed the trade, even threatening to resign, keeping the foundational piece of their championship roster. Third, he recruited Kevin Durant. After losing the championship in 2016, the Warriors signed Durant in free agency, with West playing a huge role. He personally called Durant, emphasizing the benefits, urging him to avoid the path of 1 title and 9 finals appearances, stating that championships silence critiques. Durant joined and helped the Warriors win 2 championships. Ironically, after peaking again with the Warriors, West once more left a successful team. In 2017, after winning the championship, he left the Warriors, joining the Clippers as a consultant. At 79, in his first season with the Clippers, he orchestrated a sign-and-trade for Chris Paul, acquiring players like Lou Williams, Beverly, and Harrell. He later traded Blake Griffin, optimizing assets and creating cap space. In 2019, the Clippers made the playoffs, pushing the Warriors to 6 games in the first round, including a historic 31-point comeback in Game 2. During this period, West also selected Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who later signed a max contract with the Thunder. The summer of 2019 was significant, with West making the Clippers the biggest offseason winners, signing Kawhi Leonard and trading for Paul George. Though injuries have hampered the Clippers' success since, the roster remains strong. In 2020, after playoff setbacks, West quickly fired coach Doc Rivers, promoting Tyronn Lue, considered one of the best active coaches. 8 championships, 2 Executive of the Year awards, and next season, a healthy Clippers still have a shot at the title. Seeing all of this, one understands how exceptional West has been in management. His basketball insight likely surpasses anyone else's, always seeing the bigger picture. Moreover, he twice chose to leave at the peak, finding success elsewhere. And most importantly, even at 84, he remains as active as ever. The word great doesn't fully capture his contributions to basketball.